Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Donahue. I am the creator and director of the Cherry Blossom Buds Fertility and Chastity Education Program. I am very grateful to be a part of the Walking with Moms in Need campaign and am so excited to share with you how Cherry Blossom Buds can be both a help and a blessing to mothers who are parenting preteen and teenage girls. Cherry Blossom Buds began about 5 years ago as a series of blogging articles on my natural family planning website. The articles were all about how to prepare girls for menarche, or the first menstrual period. Since then, Cherry Blossom Buds has grown into an entire fertility and chastity education ministry for mothers and their daughters ages 5 through 22. Included in the program is also a cycle awareness charting system for preteens, teens, and young adult women, and a perimenopause education ministry for mothers. Cherry Blossom Buds was very much born of a desire to help mothers share with their daughters our church's teachings on fertility and femininity, so that our daughters may share in the great legacy that Pope John Paul II gave to us. During the time that we have together, I would like to introduce you to our cycle awareness programs and talk a little bit about the benefits of teaching our daughters how to chart their menstrual cycles. So, let's begin. I have in my hands a gift. Someday, my daughters will receive this gift, and just as when anyone receives a gift, with great anticipation and expectation, they will wonder what is inside. In their efforts to guess, they may pick up the box to see how heavy it is, they may give it a good shake, they may even try to find a little crack and take a peek inside. Despite their diligent efforts though, my daughters will never truly understand the value of this gift until the contents of the box are revealed to them. This is how Cherry Blossom Buds approaches fertility education. In our cycle awareness programs, fertility is presented as a gift, one that deserves to be respected, reverenced, cherished, and protected. It is also a gift that deserves to be understood. So often in our culture, when girls are preparing for their first period, they are taught only the bare minimum, the bare basics of how the menstrual cycle functions. And oftentimes, as they get older, the subject is never really revisited. Most adult women today don't really understand how their fertility works or how their menstrual cycles function, and consequently, the gift is oftentimes not respected, reverenced, cherished, or protected. In our cycle awareness programs, mother and daughter open the box together, and mom gradually reveals to her daughter the great mystery that lies inside. Through our cycle awareness programs, young women receive an age-appropriate, thorough understanding of the feminine design, a confident sense of self-identity, and a firm purpose for God's plan for love and sexuality. The Cherry Blossom Buds Cycle Awareness Charting System is composed of 3 cycle awareness programs, each designed for a specific stage in the development of the adolescent menstrual cycle. Our first program is called Lady in Waiting. Lady in Waiting is designed for girls who are awaiting the first menstrual period, so roughly for girls between the ages of 10 and 14. Lady in Waiting teaches girls very simple cervical mucus observations along with basal body temperature to enable them to pinpoint 1 to 2 weeks in advance when their first menstrual period is going to begin. Yes, moms, it really is possible for our daughters to know when they are going to get their first period. Lady in Waiting is a very simple program. The focus is not on an extensive knowledge of how the menstrual cycle works. That comes later. Rather, the focus of Lady in Waiting is simply to give our daughters a preparation for their first period that will make it a very positive experience. The Lady in Waiting program also comes with an additional section for mothers that gives mothers additional information, more advanced information, to enable their daughters to have great success with the program. Our second program is called Bloom and is a sister program to Lady in Waiting. Bloom is designed Bloom is designed for girls ages 11 to 15 who are cycling. Bloom uses a cervical mucus only approach to enable girls to accurately pinpoint when their menstrual period is due. The cervical mucus observations in Bloom are more advanced than they are in Lady in Waiting, but are still very simple. Bloom teaches girls how to distinguish between two different types of cervical mucus. In addition to charting and interpretation, Bloom also teaches girls nutritional strategies to support and maintain a healthy menstrual cycle and introduces them to God's plan for the feminine design. I've built a lot of flexibility into Bloom. The Bloom program actually comes in 3 different versions, so mothers can choose the level of charting that they feel is best for their daughter and best meets the family budget. All 3 versions of Bloom also come with a BBT companion chart that enables a girl to chart basal body temperature alongside cervical mucus if she wishes to do so. A BBT observation is particularly recommended during the first 2 years of cycling. This is because anovulatory cycles are very common during this time. For girls who have never charted BBT, there is also a supplement available that teaches them how to do so. Another great feature of Bloom is called the Bloom Systematic Chart Review. The Bloom Systematic Chart Review is an in-depth chart review that occurs over the course of 1 complete gynecological year. This review enables a mother to evaluate the 5 parameters of the adolescent menstrual cycle, monitor her daughter's reproductive health, and observe how her daughter's cycle is gradually progressing toward maturity. That is really, really neat. The full version of our Bloom program comes with a mother's guide that teaches mothers how to do this review on their own. However, our instructors are also trained to assist you with this review if desired. The Bloom Systematic Chart Review is particularly helpful for women who are concerned about endometriosis and polycystic ovarian syndrome. The review will give you in-depth information that you can share with your daughter's doctor, and will also prepare you to have a better conversation or a more prepared conversation with your daughter's doctor. Our 3rd program is called Revealed. Revealed is designed for young women ages 16 to 22 whose cycles are approaching the reproductive stage of maturity. So it's for young women who have been cycling for at least 5 years. Revealed uses the same interpretation technique as Bloom. However, in addition to the cervical mucus sign, Revealed also incorporates the biomarkers of basal body temperature and vaginal sensation. So Revealed takes more of a symptothermal approach to cycle awareness. In addition to charting, interpretation, and nutrition, Revealed also teaches young women the theology of natural family planning and focuses on living a healthy culture of the body. The program in particular talks about identifying ovulation as a sign of health. Although mom is still very involved when it comes to the Revealed program, Revealed encourages young women to take more responsibility for interpreting their own chart and for monitoring their reproductive health. Lady in Waiting and Bloom are available both through seminar format attended by both mother and daughter and through our home instruction programs. Revealed is currently in development and is scheduled for release in the year 2023. All of the Cherry Blossom Buds programs, including our fertility and chastity education program and our cycle awareness programs, are based upon a document written by the Pontifical Council for the Family in 1995. The document is really awesome. It's called The Truth and Meaning of Human Sexuality. And the document very much spells out for mothers what is appropriate to teach our daughters at different stages of their development. And so when using our cycle awareness programs with your daughter, you'll know that what they are learning is always in line with our church's teachings, what is appropriate for them at particular stages of their development. Cycle awareness really is a great tool for mothers inside of the parenting toolbox because it has so many benefits for both mother and daughter. I could go on and on about the benefits of cycle awareness, but as we close today, I'd like to highlight 3 particular points. First, cycle awareness opens the lines of communication between mother and daughter, building a relationship of trust. Cycle awareness also gives girls valuable information about how their bodies work and about what is happening inside of their bodies. It teaches them how to read the language of the body or speak the language of their body and to decode the menstrual cycle. Cycle awareness also teaches them how to use that information to work with their bodies to help keep their menstrual cycles healthy. And finally, cycle awareness encourages the virtues of chastity and purity. I have a friend who puts this so beautifully. She says, fertility education is the missing link in chastity education. And to illustrate this point, I'd like to share with you a story from my own parenting experience. My sons love Lionel trains. And when we have parties or we have guests over, they like to take different trains and set them up in different rooms of our house. And then one by one, our guests visit different rooms and we have a train display. It's really a nice little event because you can hear the whistles blowing and you can see the steam or the smoke coming up from the trains and you can see the lights. Everyone really enjoys it. However, we learned early on that when we have these train displays, only my sons and my husband are allowed to work the controller. And the reason for that is oftentimes boys don't really have a great knowledge about how Lionel trains work and how they should be taken care of. And oftentimes they'll take the controller and they'll turn the speed up full blast. And then the train will go from 0 to full speed in a matter of 10 seconds. And that obviously is not good for the train. The boys obviously don't mean any harm. However, they don't understand the consequences of their actions. My sons, on the other hand, have taken the time to get to know how their trains work. They understand their inner workings, and so they come to really value them and want to protect them and take care of them. So it is with cycle awareness. When a girl takes the time to understand how her body truly functions, how her menstrual cycle and her fertility truly work, and then takes the time to chart every day and can see her own unique gift of fertility on a chart, she comes to really value that gift of fertility. And when she values the gift, she is motivated to respect it, reverence it, cherish it, and protect it. So cycle awareness really naturally, in a sense, leads our daughters toward a life of chastity and purity and motivates them to be faithful to our church's teachings when they get married. As mothers, we are so blessed to have the opportunity not only to teach our daughters how their bodies truly work, but also to set them on a path that's going to lead them to a happy and a holy marriage. And I think the very best part of cycle awareness through Cherry Blossom Buds is that even though our programs are fully supported by natural family planning instructors, it is always mom who is the primary educator. My goal as a cycle awareness instructor is to help mothers feel confident, prepared, and supported to teach their daughters how to chart their menstrual cycles. I want to thank you for taking the time this afternoon to learn about my ministry, Cherry Blossom Buds, and I invite you to visit our website to learn more. The website is cherryblossombudds.com. I also invite you to contact me via email, Kelly@cherryblossombudds. I would love to set up a phone appointment to answer any personal questions or any particular questions that you have about our programs. I would also like to invite you to participate in our upcoming fall events. On October 17th, I'm going to be hosting a virtual lady-in-waiting seminar. Everyone is invited to register for the seminar. And in anticipation of that seminar, on October 2nd, I'll be hosting a virtual open house where mothers can take a sneak peek inside of the materials. Again, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. May God bless your journey as a mother and give you great confidence in your parenting abilities.